Hello, Z here. March 10th, 2025. In this brief video, I'm going to go over the connection between the frameworks and the history. Starting off with Detroit as an ecosystem. That's because here in Detroit we live in a wetland. And the way that the land and the climate, the vegetation, time, all of these is important when analyzing how we operate within that ecosystem. 2, alliances. This is based on the system of relations between the French and the Native Americans and the Native Americans and the Native Americans, and reflects the intent when forming alliances based on mutual interest, mutual benefit, and autonomy. Next, opportunities are like waves. As we discussed, because Detroit is a wetland, it operates in a way where we are equal in terms of our orientation to one another. And opportunities are like waves means that opportunities are presented to us like water. This coincides with the migration and the reasons why that Detroiters came, or future Detroiters came to rest here. Communities attract those of shared values. Because here in Detroit we live in that wetland, we're able to form alliances that maintain our autonomy, and we're able to harness opportunities that come our way and a constant. We are also able to have communities that are porous, meaning they're based on shared values, and values can be determined by analyzing time and money, which is the two most known quantities in order to determine your value here in Detroit. So communities with transparent values that also are multi-generational in a way for access reflect those communities that can be harnessed in times of distress or in times of necessity here in Detroit. And it can be harnessed for a force. And with that, we get to building our utopia. Since Detroit has always been formed, or was formed intentionally as a community, commune, though it was ruled first by Cadillac and successively resulted in its ability to be taken over by individuals, building your utopia here in Detroit is possible through 3 steps. First, again, following the notion of agriculture here in a wetland. First, you have to clarify, and with that gives you the ability to participate. And from there, you can decide whether or not your utopia that you envision for yourself will also be something that engages through its clarification and ambiguous process, but also participates in a different way so that you can propagate and allow others to spread your vision of utopia, which through the process of clarifying, participating, and propagating doesn't just become your utopia, it becomes everyone who is involved's utopia. Those are the frameworks for Detroit, based on Detroit's history, its story, and also the ideas of story shaping. This notion of using past material conditions in order to find resonance in the present and ground and provide alternative pathways for the future.